30,000 gods, and the sacred holy name of E. Whom is the Most High? And whom is called One? And the Almighty E. And the Almighty One and the Holy One. Friends, the biblical proper names that are E's. And those which are showing that the name, E, is the holy sacred name of the Sovereign One. And that for Elu'hymn E, whom is the Almighty E, whom is the Odd and Elu'hymn, whom came down from heaven, and whom is, also known as Elu, the Son, because E's glory resembles the Son, and Elu'hymn E, whom is the Christ and the Sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. And the word Bethel means the house of Elu. And Elu'hymn E, and Elu'yah. And whom is the Hebrew Sovereign King? And whom is also known as the Almighty E. Friends, the names of all the Hebrews have been corrupted, by Jews. And with the forbidden letter J, which have been added to the Hebrews' names. And also by combining them with the Canaanite names of the god of Babylon, like Bel, Dagon, and also with the many names of these gods and idols, and goddesses, and after the men and the women of stature. Like Lord, and so on. And Diva, and so on, and Muhammad, and so on, and Al or Allah, and so on. And Jesus, and so on. And El, and so on. Friends, there are so many instances of these eponyms that it is actually easy to see. And also there are many eponymous names of the people in the world, with the many names of the gods, and even those with the names of Satan and even of fallen angels and also for the devil. And all Hebrews' names of their habitation including their cities and town and nation and their biblical names have also been corrupted with the same eponymous names of old God Godriel, whom is also called Satan and Shaitan and Iblis, and by the many different names of God. But the sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth, whom is known as Elu'hymn E, once said to the people of Israel, "You shall put my name, my holy names, the names of Elu'hymn E, upon all the children of Israel, and I, Elu'hymn E, would bless them." But today the names of Elu'hymn E has been forgotten for the names of old God, and for the other names of the other false gods, and for the man-made idols and the effigies of men. And the true name of our sovereign King have being omitted and rejected and changed to the eponymous names of the many gods, and for man-made gods, and for the effigies of men, and whether they are mythical or Gothic or satanic, they have become the norms of all the people in our world today. And which is a blatant disregard for the commandments of Elu'hymn E, from Numbers 6:27, to put E's names upon E's people. So, in my opinion, the names of the Hebrew people both in the New and the Old Testament, their names have been corrupted. Especially those which are spelled with the forbidden letter J. Because there are no letter J in the Eos script and the Hebrews language, and in their writing script. And in the holy languages of Elu'hymn E, whom is the sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. Thank you. A God could be any supernatural being conceived as the perfect and omnipotent and omniscient originator and ruler of the universe. The objects that are being worshipped in any religion or any monotheistic religion. A supreme being. A God, any supernatural being that is worshipped and which is controlling some part of the world or some aspect of life, or who is the personification of a force, and deity, divinity, immortal pantheon, all the gods of a religion, any spiritual being, supernatural powers to affect the course of human events, a daemon, a demigod, a person who is part mortal and part god. A sea god, a deity that personifies the sea and is usually believed to live in or to control the sea. A sun god, a god that personifies the sun or is otherwise associated with the sun. Celtic deity, a deity worshipped by the Celts. Egyptian deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Egyptians. Being, an incorporeal being believed to have, Semitic deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Semites. Hindu deity, a deity worshipped by the Hindus. Persian deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Persians. Chinese deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Chinese. Japanese deity, a deity worshipped by the Japanese. Goddess, a female deity. Earth god, a god of fertility and vegetation. Demiurge, a subordinate deity, in some philosophies the creator of the universe. Greco-Roman deity, Greco-Roman deity, a deity of classical mythology. Greek deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Greeks. Roman deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Romans. Norse deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Norsemen. Teutonic deity, German mythology, a deity worshipped by the ancient Teutons. Anglo-Saxon deity, Anglo-Saxon mythological gods, in mythology Greek deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Greeks. Roman deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Romans. Norse deity, a deity worshipped by the ancient Norsemen. Teutonic deity, German mythology, a deity worshipped by the ancient Teutons. Anglo-Saxon deity, Anglo-Saxon gods, mythology, a deity worshipped by the Anglo-Saxons. Phrygian deity, deity of the ancient, Phrygian of West Central Asia Minor, a saint, a person who has died and has been declared a saint by canonization by the Church of Catholicism. Gods of war, a war god, a god worshipped as giving victory in war. Teloitas, Roman god of morals. Iligi, a Norse god. Galar, a Norse dwarf god. Hel, a Norse goddess. Heliod, Greek sun god, illuminate. Helium, Eli Hurla, mythical king of England. Israfel, Arabian god of music. Kelpie, Scotch god. Kelly, Kilts, Caledonia. Lachesis, one of the three fates. Lares, Roman god. Latonia, mother of Apollo. Lavina, wife of Aeneas, founder of Rome. Leda equals mother of Hel. N. Liber, Greek Bacchus. Libertas equals Roman god. Libertine equals Roman goddess. Laurel, L, German maids of myth. Mel Eager equals son of a Caledonian king. Mela, daughter of Oceanus. Melicertes, son of Eno. Melissa, a nymph. Melpomene, muse of tragic drama. Melusine, a French fairy. Men al Eu, son of Atreus. Mephistopheles, fallen angel. Indian goddess. Neleus, son of Neptune. Lenon, son of Eno, Pales, shepherd gods, of Palestine, where shepherds. A Latium, statue of Pallas. Las, father of Athene, surname of Athene. Eus, king of Thessaly. Penelope, wife of Ulysses. Phyla, goddess of Thrace. Pluto equals brother of Jupiter and Neptune. Phlutus, god of riches. Polias, another name of Athene. Fomenaligi, Playmen, priests of Pomona, god of fruits. Foam, granate, fruit, and a bell, decoration. So hem of the skirt of the priests. Israel, Romulus, mythical founder of Rome. Il instructor of Dionysius, son of Ceus, the king gods. Il Venus, god of the forest. Want, On of Jupiter, son her. Sor. Roma and Eulus of Homer. Sod, the Inish. Gibai, Telos, the founder of Troy. Ag, the surname of Minerve. Theria, a Greek goddess. Tne, Ireus, the son of Cadmus, who was the founder of Thebes and who brought the alphabet to the Greeks. Hellenius, the surname of Jupiter. Alia, the surname of Minerva. Albion, the son of Neptune and the founder of Britain. Alexig, the daughter of Aegyptus. Alexiars, the son of hero Eules. Aphia, the surname of Diana in Al-Iman, husband of Circe. Ectrian, the servant of Mars. Althea, sister of Atlanta. Atlanta, maid of the Caledonian hunt. Azare, angel of death, Hebrew. The Phoenician god. Oel, the great Phoenician god. Elohim, the name of the Holy One, called E. The sovereign king of the Hebrews in the Bible. E. The surname of Christ and the name of the high priests. Also called Elu and Elu'hymn. The god, Allah, or Allah, the high god of the Mohammedans. Uller, the son of Thor. Helen, the son of Deucalion. Balder, god of Ys, son of Odin. Elaphasius, the surname of Diana. Elalius, the surname of Bacchus. Dionysius, who arose from the dead, the surname of Ceres, goddess of grain. Aluron is flower. Milesius surname of Apollio. Milesians, the name of the ancient Irish. Licinus the surname of Juno. Lencadius the surname of Apollo. Silendius the surname of Mercury. Bellona the goddess of war. Beelzebub, the Canaanites and Syrian gods. Milesians the name of the ancient of the Irish, Bellerophon the god that killed the Chimera. Belfegnor the Moabite god. Badud, the mythical king of England. Lear the same. Calliope equals the muse of poetry. Callistra the mph of Arcadia. Silo, the muse of history. Cleopatra, Achilles the hero of Troy, descendant of the god, Egil, Norse god. Elbigaste Norse dwarf god. Elf, a dwarf god. Ilivigar, a place inhabited by the Norse gods. Flycium, a place inhabited by their Greek gods. Lethe, a place inhabited by Greek gods. Felicitas, Roman god of moral. Elegies, a Norse god. Galar, a Norse dwarf god. Hel, a Norse goddess. Poles equals another name of Athene. Fominalig, Flamen, priests of Pomona, the god of fruits. Pomegranate a fruit, and a bell, decorations on the hem of the skirt of the priests of Israel, Jewish tradition. Romulus mythical founder of Rome. Si1 Ennis instructor of Dionysius, son of Zeus the king gods. Cilianus god of the forest. Tantalus son of Jupiter, Teleemon son of Endius. Telemachus son of Ulysses. Ulysses hero of Homer's epic. Vibilius Roman goddess of the roads, Sivia, Heimdall god of the rainbow, Finnish, Junal a supreme god, Finnish, Junal angelic prince. Hild equals god of war, Norse. I Chaldean god. Aila equals first king in the Mahabharata epic, son of Ila. Mudgala first founder of a colony in the Indus Valley. Heady name of Thor, Itel, Etl, Idler, Hi, Bidilwace. Legales most ancient people of Italy, Sicel old race in Italy, Sicily, and old race in Italy. Some 17 generations before those of Troy. Sicel a son of Italus, a god. Waniati Aztec god. Atlala Tonican Aztec god. Atabinu Aztec god. Mitlashuan Aztec god. Tezcatlipoca Aztec god. Cochiquet Aztec god. Cuc Aztec goddess of water. Tlaloc Aztec god of rain. Secondary Phoenician god. Yuan Anjuans Central Amorican god Central American god. Central American god, and he in Te Kasi Palan the god of the mountains. And the home Alcoadi K Fopotan at the present site Vir Atra Cruz aim the head left writer. And a people of Italy. Race in Italy, Sicily. Old race in Italy. An Elgmai old race of Italy, 17 generations before the fall of Troy. Sisla son of Italus, a god. Non-Aztec god, toned equals an Aztec god. Ayalan us Azteo god. Titlashuan Aztec god. Easy. Atalpaca Aztec god. Acalquetzal Aztec god. Vitaluetcuv equals Aztec goddess of water. Zetec god of rain. Alim secondary Phoenician god. Lancuins Central American god, Central American god. Quinbalam Central American god. Tilan god in the Cachiquel Mountains. Hutle Palan in the east home of Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl civilizing god of Central America, left Ameris at the present site of Veracruz. Jupiter Capitolinus, Pope Etapetl perhaps the same as Pope the head god as in? Excatzonquetlaztec god of wine, Mexico. Mexii war god, same as Mexico, Prescott. Huilpil Tezaucan Prini, Mexico, Huitzilopotclili Mexican Mars. Tola the capital of the Toltecs, the most advanced race in Mexico. Venus god of the forest. Tantalus son of Jupiter. Teleemon son of Endius. Telemachus son of Ulysses. Ulysses hero of Homer's epic Vibilius Roman goddess of the roads, Sivia. Hejimdal god of the rainbow, Finnish, Unala supreme god, Finnish. Junjula angelic prince. Feld god of war, Norse. T equals Chaldean god. Aila first king in the Mahabharata epic, son of Mudgala first founder of a colony in the Indus Edi name of Thor. Ef. Itel, Etl, Ef. Etlk, Vidalways, Legal es most ancient people of Italy. Sicels old race in Italy, Sicily. Parali old race in Italy. Lmi equals old race of Italy, 17 generations Bay of Troy. Sicel a son of Italus, a god. Naniatal Aztec god. Atlala Tonican Aztec god. Atlel Linnaeus Aztec god. Titlashuan Aztec god. Tezcatlipoca Aztec god. Cochiquetzal Aztec god. Matlatcuv Aztec goddess of water. Alak Aztec god of rain. Baalim secondary Phoenician god. Balangines Central American god. Alamazeb Central American god. Iquinbalam Central American god. Tilan god in the Kachikal Mountains. Hutle Palan in the east home of Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl civilizing god of Central America, left at the present site of Veracruz. Jupiter Capitolinus. Popocatépetl perhaps the same as Pope the head god. Excatzonquetl Aztec god of wine, Mexico. War god, same as Mexico, Priskt. Apotklili Vezual Pilotizukar Prince, Mexico. Exican Nars. Tola the capital of the Toltecs, the most advanced Mexico. People of Italy. Race in Italy, Sicily. Old race in Italy. Elgmi old race of Itoli, 17 generations before the fall of Troy. Sicel. A son of Italus, a god. Non-Aztec god. Toned equals an Aztec god. Ayalayan us Astio god. Titlashuan Aztec god. Easy. Atalpaca Aztec god. Acalquetzal Aztec god. Vitaluetcub equals Aztec goddess of water. Zetec god of rain. Alim secondary Phoenician god. Lancuins Central American god, Central American god. Quinbalam Central American god. Tilan god in the Cachiquel Mountains. Hutle Palan in the east home of Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl civilizing god of Central America, left Ameris at the present site of Veracruz. Jupiter Capitolinus, Popocatépetl perhaps the same as Pope the head god as in? Excatzonquetl Aztec god of wine, Mexico. Mexii war god, same as Mexico, Prescott. Huilpil Tezaucan Prini, Mexico, Huitzil Apotklili Mexican Mars. Tola the capital of the Toltecs, the most advanced race in Mexico. Azteca Colmiztli, Aconahuacatl, Amimitl, Atl, Atla, Camaxtli, Sentiatl, Sensinutsnaa, Chalchiatlatonal, Chalchiatlacua, Chalchiutotalan, Chalmacasawilt, Chantico, Chicamicotl, Chicamexictli, Chicanawi, Siwacotl, Cotlacua, Cochimatl, Coyalzalurki, Ehecatl, Huadiatl, Huitzilapoctli, Huistasiwatl, Ilamatacutli, Inan, Itzlacaliuaqui, Itzli, Itzpapalotl, Islilton, Maculxocatl, Malinalxokai, Myahuel, Maitlantesiwatl, Maitlantecutli, Mixcoatl, Nanaotsan, Omacatl, Amasiwatl. Ometacutli, Patecatl, Painal, Quetzalcoatl, Techistecatl, Tchalotl, Teclatl, Tepaolatl, Tetio, Tezcatlipoca, Tlawixcalpanticutli, Tlaloc, Tlalticutli, Tlazalteatl, Tonacatecatli, Tonadia, Zapotla, Tina, Tsintital, Tsintimac, Uixtasiuatl, Zilanan, Ziptotec, Zipali, Ziocoatl, Ziotluctli, Cochipali, Cochiquetzal, Colatl, Yakatecatli Egyptian Anubis, Hathor, Horus, Isis, Mot, Osiris, Ta, Ra or Amen Ra, Re, Serapis, Set, Thoth Hindu Agni, Brahma, Devi, Durga, Gainsa, Hanuman. Indra, Kali, Kama, Krishna, Lakshmi, Maya, Rama, Shiva or Shiva, Bashas, Varuna, Vishnu. Incan gods and goddesses: Apo, Apakatikil, Apu Ilapu, Apu Puncha, Kate Quill, Kavalaka, Shaska, Shaskakoiler, Koko Mama, Konirea, Kapakati, Ekako, Hwaka, Ilapa, Inti, Kayatakila Khan, Mama Alpa, Mama Kacha, Mama Urelo, Mama Pasha, Mama Quilla, Manko Kapak, Pishikamak, Periakaka, Parishia, Puncha, Supi, Urkagwari, Vishama, Virakaka, Zaramama Mayan Ac Yantu, Akan, Akat, Abalam Zakab, Akankam, A. Chunkan, Achuyakak, Asilais, Akunkan, Akukstal, Ahulnab, Akin, Amun, Amuzenkab, Apiku, Apuk, Atabai, Ayuansur Dziakab, Ayuktikab, Ahokin, Amakik, Ahulain, Ajbat, Akushtal, Alaghum Naam, Alam, Baklamcham, Balam, Baital, Bulakshaptan, Kabagul, Kakulha, Kamaxtli, Kamazotes, Caprican, Kaik, Chik, Chikuayabkak, Chamur, Chibarias, Cit Balantum, Sazin, Kolel Kab, Kalapuwikan, Koyapa, Kumhau, Ekshua, Ganan, Gukumats, Hashakyum, Hunkame, Hunhunapua, Hunab, Ku, Huracan, Itzamna, Itzananou, 9, Ixchel or 9 Chibal-yaks, Ixtab, Ixaluah, Kan, Ganu-uaib, Gonzabui, Kintu, Kain, Kinicheho, Kukulkan, Mulek, Nam, Nohokasium, Tlakalotl, Tohil, Zakol, Votan, Zamanike, Yaluk, Yumcox, Zots, Norse Agir, Isir, Balder, Braki, Frey or Freyr, Freya or Freja, Frigg or Frigga, Hel or Hela, Heimdall, Heimdall, or Heimdallr, Idun or Ithun, Loki, Enjord or Enhorth, Norns, Odin or Uthin, Thor, Tyr or Tyrr, Vanir. The cognates for Jesus, the Lord. Jehovah or Yahweh, theology, Yasha classical Hebrew, word, Yahashua biblical Hebrew, Isis biblical Greek, Iasu biblical Latin, Josue Italian, Joshua biblical Joshua English, Iokwa Hawaiian, Josh English, short form, Josue French, Josue Portuguese, Josue Spanish, Joshua Hungarian, Yozua Dutch, Yahashua Hebrew, Yeshu biblical Hebrew, Yeshua ancient Aramaic, Isis biblical Greek, Isis biblical Latin, Jesus Spanish, Chucho Spanish, Chus Spanish, Chu S. Spanish, Jesuits German, Chus Spanish, Isis Josu Basque, Yosun Basque, Maulios Scottish, via meaning, Zesus Galician, Isa Arabic, Essa Arabic, variant transcription, Isa Turkish, Isa Arabic, Yeshua Arabic, a snake god, or a zombie, a god of voodoo cults of African origin worshipped especially in the West Indies. A god, a man of such superior qualities that he seems like a deity, to other people. He was a god among men higher up, superior, superordinate person. One of greater rank or station or quality, a god, a material effigy that is worshipped. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Money was his god, any graven image, or idol, an effigy, a simulacrum, an image, a representation of a person, especially in the form of a sculpture. The coin bears an effigy of Lincoln. The emperor's tomb had on it an effigy of him. Friends, so, as you can see, that it is because of all these different gods and idols and goddesses and images and relics of these gods and deities, that have taken the place of the one and only one whom is called E. Whom is the Almighty E? Whom is called One? And the Holy One, and that it is because of old God whom is known as Satan and his sons, and the Jesuits and the Jesuites, and because we have embraced them, and we have even given our seeds, and we have named our children them after the, and beside the error of giving our children them eponymous names, we have also changed the names of our towns and our cities and even the countries to the eponymous names of these doomed gods, and from their original names and the eponyms, and the toponymy of many of the Hebrews places and cities and their nation and countries. And from the true names, when they were first named by Elu'hymn, and which they all had the true toponymy and the true onomastics meaning and the true etymology, when the Most High One first gave them their names, and when first named all these places and cities and countries and the nations them and its people in the world, and when the Sovereign Creator, first created them and named them, and when they were first called in existence, and when they were first placed into orbit, and were all named by And this is the real reason, my friends, why this entire world has been deceived. Friends, if you now see this error, and the lies and the blasphemies of God and His Son, whom is known by so many other names, would you now please return to Elu'hymn, whom is the true sovereign King, and whom is also known as the Almighty One, whom is called And would you now please ask Elu'hymn to help you and your friends and your family and your loved ones, to acknowledge Elu'hymn, and to embrace Elu'hymn, and to call upon whom is the Most High before it's too late. Thank you. The end. Please visit my YouTube channel. Thank you. And may Elu'hymn bless you. Hallelujah. Thank you. The end. To be continued. Please see my message, which is called the spelling error with the word Yiddish with the Hebrews Yod or the letter Yud. The end. Thank you.